Hey, y'all made it, right? Y'all came and checked the video out. What's going on? Welcome to another episode of You Got the Juice Now. Oh my goodness. You got that juice, baby. Listen, this is the Nama J2 Juicer. We do a lot of juicing on this channel and we feature a myriad of products. The Nama J2 Juicer has been one of our favorite juicers, but we also use like the Hero 870, the Am Chef, and the Cannoli, right? These are all product codes in our bio just to let you know. Like, we're not trying to force nothing on you. It's just to let you know, like, we got it if you want it. But with that being said, man, welcome. You looking for juicing for beginners? You're in the right spot. We're going to teach you. If you're intermediate or you're an expert, we got you too. We show love to anybody juicing, trying to get that body right, trying to get that mind right. So today, we got mangoes, we got pears, we got plums, we got lemons. Ooh, we're about to make a nice little detox. It might be a lemonade the way you spin it, but honestly, it's just a good detox juice overall. You can't forget your ginger, and depending on the way the juice tastes, I might even throw in a little spicy like cayenne, because cayenne is so good for blood flow. Don't overdo it and burn a hole in your butt, but cayenne is amazing for blood flow, so I might just throw it in there just because. And ginger's a good fat burner, so if you're trying to look good this summer, we lit, all right? Now, I ain't gonna do too much more talking as far as without juicing, so let's get down to juicing, man. Now, the ginger might be the hardest thing to juice, and I kind of want the juice to run over the ginger so it mixes well. So we're going to start with the ginger. I always use a potato peeler to peel the ginger, and just because you guys are right there, I'm going to go ahead and do it like this. Now, you want to get the real ginger. The way you know it's real ginger is when it's yellow, like really, really yellow. This one, it looks like it might be the real situation because it does have that deep yellow. Let me tell you. That's the real thing. I could smell it from here. With the ginger that's not as good or not as organic, you won't be able to smell it. Even after you take the peeling off, you won't be able to smell it as great. This, I can smell the ginger immediately as soon as I take the peel off. So that's 100% real ginger. Real ginger, like they say in the islands. So here we go. We're going to throw those in. We don't want to make it too spicy, so I already tossed in about a pinky, like that much of it. I'm going to throw in a little bit more. So I might do, I'm going to cut this part right here. And this can be comparable to a thumb, right? You see that? It can be comparable to a thumb. I'm going to chop off the little excess part of the thumb. I ain't trying to hurt nobody, but we don't need it. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Yeah, man, we just dancing, baby. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Oh, yeah, man, that's that old school right there. You know, on Time for Time the channel, we get a little spiritual. We like to enjoy the spirits of singing, or the spirit of singing, but that's a joyous spirit. If y'all seen the movie Sinners, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Please don't put me in none of that. Nothing is welcome here if you've seen Bad Boys 2. So at this point, now that we're peeling all the ginger, right, we just want to make sure it's comfortable, because the Nama J2 is a beast. But why would I put, if something is good, we don't put extra strain on it. People always want to put strain on something that's already good. That's how you tire good stuff out. You just don't want that. So, ooh, I can smell this ginger. To make it fair on my juicer, which is already a good product, I just throw a few more knobs in there, right? And for me, I can take the heat, so I'm gonna just put the whole thing in there. That's cool. I got this much left, and you can see, like, you see how skinny that is? That's real ginger, real ginger. Now, the next thing I think I'm gonna throw in there, based on how hard it is, like, you kind of want to deal with density, and you want to layer it that way. This mango, I don't know what they thought about when they produced this mango because it's huge, but it's okay. We'll go ahead and throw it in. I'm going to just slice it up real good. So what mango's going to do, mango's definitely going to add some really, really good flavor to this juice, man. Some really, really good flavor. Look at that. It's easy too. Whew. And I could tell by how tough it is. It's going to do great in the juicer. So I'm going to take that off. Now, if you're new to the channel, man, listen, we talk mental health, we talk juicing, we talk God, because we love on God, man. And if that ain't your flavor, I understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm never here to convert anybody. But I would say, you know, you do what you want with your life. Kendrick Lamar, if you know who it is, he had a great quote. He said, I would rather live my life believing in God and, you know what I'm saying, pass away and then find out he does exist, than to live my life like he doesn't exist and pass away and find out that he does. So I really like that quote from Kendrick Lamar. So I kind of follow that quote, man. Big God channel. Big God channel. Now here, this is a tougher one because there are seeds. Mangoes have seeds, if you didn't know. And it's one seed. It's a giant seed. So my job right now is to just cut around that seed and to make sure that the juice comes out, pretty well without that seed taste. See right here, I'm just cutting around it. Ooh, shout out to my knife. It didn't got sharper. Shout out, baby. Shout out. How you doing? All right, cut this other side real quick. The hardest part about the mango is definitely cutting around that seed. Like, you got to cut around that seed so great. And if you need to see it, I'm going to just turn it so you can see it. But how you guys doing, man? I love what y'all be doing with my comment section. Y'all be tearing my comment section to pieces, man. I appreciate that. I love spending time with y'all. Oh, speaking of which, I got to be honest with y'all. Thursday, we normally go live on Thursday. This Thursday, we're going to have an episode instead of a live, only because there's some things I need to take care of for family. So in order to make sure that I, handle my business as a good family member, we're going to do just another regular video, and you guys will have me live next week, right? Next Thursday. I might even do 2 lives, depending on if that's something that y'all are interested in. If there's no market for 2 lives, I ain't going to do 2 lives. I'm just saying. 2 live crew, man. I ain't going to do that. You feel me? But, all right, we got the big mango out the way. Man, this mango give me a little time, man. I need Jesus Christ. All right, boom. So there we go. Now this part, this is all just access. So I'm gonna do as much shaving as I possibly can without getting to that seed. See that? And they got a little bit of skin on it, but that's okay. You don't want too much skin unless you like the skin. I'm not a big fan of the skin because I feel like it throws my juices off. You see that seed? You don't want that. You do not want that. All right, so now we got the mango in there. I'm gonna cut up the other mango, but on this channel, I mostly give you guys a roundabout idea of what it's gonna taste like. If I need to add more mango, I will, but that was definitely a lot of mango. With the pears, they're real easy. And the way that I choose my pears, I make sure that they're kind of hard. Reason being, if the pear is soft, the juice is just gonna make mush, like mashed potatoes out of it. You don't want that. You want real pear juice. Pear juice is gonna make it sweet, really, really sweet. So you want real pear juice, and I think that's gonna be good. That's okay. So with that real pear juice, make sure that the pear is tough. You know what I'm saying? The same thing for the plums. The lemons, you'll never have trouble out of a lemon. Only because lemons are so liquidy, right? I want to say the word loquacious. I don't know if that means liquidy or not. But lemons are so liquidy, so you don't really have to stress over the consistency of liquid from a lemon. You see what I mean? Like, lemon come out there already full of juice, ready to go. A lemon ready to perform for you whenever you need it. But, this is a mental health channel, right? So let's talk about mental health. I think the last time I talked to y'all about mental health, we were talking about self-care. I mean, y'all should leave it in the comment section. What are y'all doing to self-care? And give some other people ideas of self-care. I saw something in the media, and I normally don't comment on media stuff, but I saw in the media this whole Deion Sanders' son thing, right? And there was some incidents in my world that took place. And so I just thought about, all of the things that encompass the world and how we perceive each other and what self-care looks like. Because here we go, this guy who comes from a monetary household, right? And some notoriety. His dad is arguably one of the best football players in the world. And he comes from money. And a lot of teams are passing up on him regardless of his talent because of the fact of who his dad is and because of the fact that he comes from money. Now, all that, okay, I understand it's your league, you have to choose, nepotism, all these things. Okay, whatever, especially after the LeBron James son thing. Okay, cool. What's not cool is the public humiliation of an individual based upon the fact that regular civilians or the children of coaches can actually call this young man who's been, working toward this goal his whole life, regardless of how rich he is, regardless of who his father is. It doesn't take away the work that he's put in. And he can be publicly humiliated by some kids who get the number to his cell phone that's for the draft and pretend to be a team drafting him. Imagine how humiliating that is to be laughed at by the whole world. I mean, that's a lot, right? Why do I talk about that? I think about that only because I think about not just black people, right? Not just white people. I think about people and what it feels like to go through a world every single day where there's chaos, confusion, the world beats you up. There's so many different things that you have to encompass when you're dealing with the world. And people don't make it no easier. And so sometimes, especially for, males and even females, sometimes you can't even hit back, right? Because if you show aggression or you hit back, you're perceived a certain way, and that's not acceptable in society. There are consequences in our society for acting out. But what happens when you are maliciously treated, purposely downgraded or degraded, and then beat up on, spit upon. Then what? Like, there's no justice, right? Nobody's going to coddle this man. Nobody's going to make him feel better about that situation. Maybe his dad, but the whole world watched. Like, imagine as a human being how you would feel if the whole world watched you be publicly humiliated. So that's just a feeling that nobody can encompass. So the reason I say all that is when you're dealing with self-care, what do you do to self-care? What do you do to make yourself feel good about the way that the world perceives you, about the way you perceive yourself? What are you doing to speak life into yourself, to lift yourself up during arguably some of the craziest times we've ever seen in the history of humanism? That's the best way I could say it. Arguably the hardest times we've seen in humanism. I say hardest because money isn't really a factor like that. The economy is bad, yes, but a lot of people are able to make money still. We arguably have the most millionaires and billionaires the world has ever seen. So when we're living in a thriving economy to the rich, or we're living in an economy that is still, going up, now you take away some monetary problems. Once you kick money out the door, what's left? Trauma, real world issues, all the things we do in spite of money, emotional things, coping mechanisms. So what do you do to balance out all of these things? And you got to forgive. Now, I'm not even going to ask for forgiveness on my channel, but these are thoughts that have just been running rampant in my mind. And since I have the platform, I got to say something about it. So as you can see, we did 2 plums. We did 4 small lemons. You saw how small. Rewind the YouTube video if you need to. See how small these lemons are. 4 of them, right? That's why. 2 plums. We did, we got the mango in there. We did 3 yellow pears, good sized pears. That's going to make a really sweet juice. I think I'm going to add the extra mango and the plum just because it's going to give it a really good boost in flavor. But let's just see where we go from now. Oh, there it is. Listen, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out to us. YouGotTheJuiceNow@gmail.com. YouGotTheJuiceNow@gmail.com. We answer questions. If you need to holler at us, you need some mental health tips, just let us know. We care, okay? I promise you. Ooh. I feel like while it's juicing, we should probably put up like the cannoli situation, like the cannoli code. Because y'all just tear the cannoli codes up. Y'all just like the cannoli. I saw somebody got a cannoli today. I was like, what? All right, cut up then. So y'all like it so much, I guess I love it. Boom. And I guess another thing I probably should have led with, or I probably should have said, I asked you guys, what do you do to self-care? What am I doing to self-care? Honestly, I'm still figuring out my own self-care patterns. I'm coming from a time in my life where I used to self-soothe, right? Or used to have old coping mechanisms, and they don't fit the person that I'm on my way to becoming. So now, what are my new ones? That in itself, right, causes chaos because the old coping mechanisms don't work. You don't know any new coping mechanisms. You don't even know what the new you is going to look like. So where do you start? I heard through the grapevine, you start with scripture and prayer. So definitely been cracking my Bible open. I heard, a few other things, but one of the best ones that I have been able to deal with lately is just smiling at children, smiling at animals, and getting into nature from time to time. Those things help. They're not an end-all, be-all, but they definitely add some help. So if you need it, then you have it. I would say definitely, take a consideration into those things for some self-care. All right. Ooh, Lord, this mango might not be good. Let's see. I tried to pick good mangoes, man. I try to do what I can, but I don't know. All right, this juice right now is looking real sludgy. I'm trying to think, what did I put in it that might be them pears? Them pears might be that soft. We'll see. Oh, Lord, don't want to chop my fan though. But yeah, man, shout out to you guys. Tell me more about what you want to see. I know this video may come out to be long, so it's okay. But if you want to see a certain juice or you want to see us try out a certain product, leave a comment below and we'll take care of that. I promise you. We acted a fool for the smoothies. When y'all wanted smoothies, we acted a plum fool. When y'all want to see different type of juices, we acted a plum fool. I say plum, and plum is a part of today's episode. No pun intended. But let us know what you want to see, and we'll take care of that for you. Please remember, no live this Thursday. We're only doing another video so we can go take care of our own business. You got the juice, got to handle some business too, babe. But no live video, okay? So as much as it's gonna hurt my soul not to do a live and how much I'll miss y'all, we got things we gotta take care of, so you get a regular video. But I will see y'all next week for going live, okay? Let's throw these in real quick. Oh, last mango. Man, the mangoes were so big, I thought we would never finish them. I ain't gonna lie. And see, with this one, looked like the seed was growing into the root, so I'm gonna just chop around it real quick. Yeah. Boom. Okay, let's finish it out, and then we'll do a taste for y'all, man. Let's see what's up. But this right here should taste really good, and it should really help you boost your weight into one, eating properly, right? We got summertime coming. Y'all know y'all be trying to wild out for the summer. Y'all know how y'all get. But one, summertime is coming. Two, it's just good to make it as a lifestyle. What good is it to clear your body of natural bad things and refill it with good when you're just gonna put more bad stuff on top? You gotta make the change. The old you can't live in the new you's body. So just make a whole change and take your time. Have some patience with yourself because it's not gonna be easy. Have a lot of patience with yourself because it's really not gonna be easy, I promise you. All right, this one looking real sludgy, but that's okay. That is okay. Look at that, man. Oh, Lord. You hear that? Sound like good juice to me. Let's pour it up. Here we go. Ooh, Lord. Boy, I sound like I got a cauldron, boy. Like I'm about to break Frankenstein back to life. Yeah. All right, let's do it. Hold on. I didn't even do the pour. Man, I'm on one today. I didn't even do the pour. Smile. Lord, have mercy. Let's taste. Too easy. I can taste the ginger, but it's I'm about to curse. I don't want to say curse, but you know, when you say I'm not even gonna say it. It's darn good. Darn good. It is really good. I might throw some cayenne on it only because I want my blood flow right. But this is really good. You want something that's gonna make you feel good? I would say check into this. Other than that, y'all got y'all codes for all the juices, man. Please use them. Ebook still on sale, $20. Maybe like the last 2-3 weeks so they get your copy, all right? We love y'all, man. Juice Man out. Peace.